Welcome, Never Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 45-minute Vinyasa flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of triangle pose. The message is about how to become a living prayer. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. If you follow me on Spotify at Never Better Yoga, we're going to go ahead and press the start button for today's playlist all together right now. Then come with me. We're going to take a seat right on our mat, just a crisscross style if that suits you. If you have any knee issues and would rather not cross your legs, you could extend them or sit up on a block or even a bolster. But let your hands face skyward. Bring your index finger and your thumb together. Shrug your shoulders up, roll them down the back side, and sit up as tall as you possibly can. And just begin with your eyes closed to breathe in and out through your nose. So just starting with Sukhasana, a sweet seat, taking this posture, rolling your shoulders back, drawing the tips of your blades together on your back side. On the inhalation, letting your heart and chest expand. And on the exhalation, settling in to this space and this place. Now, collectively, keep your eyes closed, but let's take a nice deep breath in. Sip it in, sip it in, sip it in. Cap it off and sigh it audibly out your mouth. Now, take your hands, open your eyes, flip your hands beneath your kneecaps, and trace a circular motion. So make it nice and slow. You're just going to let your waistband travel around your sits bones. Yeah, just rolling that waistband around with that smooth cadence of your breath. There is no rush, no hurry. And then reverse that direction. So in truth, yoga doesn't take time. It's going to give us more time in our life. Now, as you hold up in the center, sweep your Surya Hasta sun hands out to the side. Breathe in and up. On the exhale, collect your hands at heart center and do that again. Scoop down, out and up on the inhale. Breathe in, shift your gaze up. Exhale, breathe out. Two more of those. Scoop up on the inhale, even shift your gaze up. Exhale, back down. Last time, breathe in, rise high, lift up. Exhale, breathe out and pause. Now, take your right leg extended out. So you're going to flex your foot, flare your toes out, pull the sole of the left foot on the right inner thigh, and then rotate your waistband toward the extended leg, lifting your arms up, and then as you hinge, bend, and fold right over that right leg. So it's called Janu Shirshasana. If you want a little more, slip the right forearm in, take the left arm up and overhead. Now, if you've got that top arm lifted, just draw the elbow in and make a circular motion with that right arm. And then slip the left hand, that circular motion with the left hand behind the left sit bone, rise up and stretch the right arm overhead as you rise on the left shin. And then do the same with that circular motion, this time of the right arm. Up and around. Yeah, get some mobility into that shoulder. You might even get a little movement in your neck. And then sit back down, making that switch on the other side. So you're just going to pull the sole of the right foot in towards the left inner thigh. You might even have to lift and elevate your hips up a bit. Stretch your arms high, rotate your waistband toward the left leg, and then dive on down over with a long spine. Maybe it's palm of left hand facing up and forearm on the left arm facing up, and then right arm overhead. Create that circular motion, drawing the right elbow in, getting the expansion in the right waistband. And then slip the right hand behind the right sit bone, rise up on the right shin and knee, root down through the outer edge of the left foot, breathe into your left side body, and then circle around with the left arm. In and up and around, beautiful. Now come back down to that crisscross seat, but let the opposite leg be on top. Sweep your arms back out and up on the breath in. This time twist, right hand outside the left leg. Come back to the center, breathe in, twist in the opposite direction. Left hand outside the right leg. Now shift to the top of your mat, letting your feet be all the way to the width. Letting your hands come right off of your mat and rinsing your knees right and left. So this is always a nice little rinse for the lower back. Getting some mobility to move into that lower back and letting your knees kind of be like windshield wipers. Just washing away anything that might not be serving you today. And then you're going to go ahead and reach your arms forward with your feet planted. Bring your hands to heart center. Take your hands inside out. I want you to round your back and tuck your chin, and then roll all the way down onto your back, taking that same shape of your hands right up and overhead. Now you're laying down on your back, your feet are planted. Let the knees go back to the rinse. And if you can keep your hands laced, flipped inside out overhead, so be it. And just let that rinse continue. Now, keep the legs going like that, but slide your arms into goal pose. And really focus on your breath, letting your breath cleanse and purify with each windshield wipe of your legs. Just bringing mobility. If you have any stress located in your lower back, just visualize it washing away. And then you're going to go ahead and stabilize in the center, picking up your feet. Now your hands are going to slip onto the backs of your hamstrings or maybe lace. And now you're going to roll around on your back. Letting your feet roll right around your ankles, letting your toes flare out, and breathing. being mindful of our breath, never underestimating the power that our breath has to slow the roll, to stabilize your emotions, to just keep you in this place, this presence of the here and the now. Reverse that direction. Beautiful. Now, go ahead, stay laying on your back, straighten the left leg all the way along your mat, bend the right leg, and wrap a rotation of the left hand slipping on the outside of the right thigh to twist over to the left as you look over to the right. Now, if you want more, you could take your right hand to a bent left leg to pull the heel in and get a nice quad stretch if that serves you. Slip back onto your back and reverse it. You're going to let the right leg go long, left leg hugs in, and then you're going to wrap that hug. So you're going to twist over to the right, using the right hand on the outside of the left thigh, and then taking your gaze over to the left side of the house. Breathe. A little more would be bending the right leg, pulling the heel in with your left hand on the foot, the ankle, the shin. And then come back onto your back. Now, rock and roll all the way up, but you're going to cross at the ankles and come up and over right onto hands and knees, moving through a little cat and a little cow, arching your back. Yeah, so push the earth away, let your hands be spread nice and wide. Now, if you have any wrist issues, you could always fist your hands. You could always put your hands on blocks, maybe even go down to your forearms. So in the book that we've been unpacking by Sean Korn, one of the things, and one of the quotes she has in there is that you become a living prayer. That seeing the sacred in all things and all things in the sacred. So how do we do that? We begin by experiencing and appreciating the divine presence just in every aspect of life. So you could start right here, right now with your breath, just really giving gratitude to be able to practice, to be able to breathe, to be able to carve this very sacred, special, holy time out, to really practice being here and now. Breathing in and out through your nose, feeling just the sensation that moves through your body. And then you're going to go ahead and shift your hands right and left and trace a circular motion. Now, it doesn't have to be really fast. It doesn't have to be really big. Just make it full, make it complete. You can stretch your hips side to side, expanding the side waistbands. Breathing in and out through your nose. Your very existence becomes your prayer, not just through what you say, not just through your spoken words, but through the way you interact with the world, the way you interact with others and recognize holiness and sacredness, even in very ordinary things. Now, reverse that direction. You are the living prayer. You walk it, you talk it, you move, the way you interact with your family, your friends, your loved ones. Now go ahead and bring your hands back around. You're going to go ahead and stretch the right leg back behind your body. Pull your navel in, right foot is flexed, right pinky toe is down, left arm stretches forward for bird dog. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, stretch as long as you can, front to the back of the house. Exhale, draw back in. Inhale, stretch long. Take the left thumb down, maybe bend the right leg. Now, if it's possible, make that Shavasana connection, hand to foot. No connection, no worries. Release it, but let the left hand go down and let the right heel stretch back. Now rock forward and back to get a nice release on that right calf muscle. You're shifting forward and back, and then you're going to hold back. Just hold the right heel behind your second and third toe. So nature can be a prayer when you appreciate the beauty, even if it's bitter cold. Maybe it's the sunset, maybe it's the snow, maybe it's the ice, maybe it's the fire. When you're seeing the sacred and the holy in nature, we have that living prayer in action. Now go ahead and slip right knee back next to the left. Tuck your toes under, shift your hips back to your heels, and walk your hands right up your thighs. Lace your hands inside out. Round the back, tuck the chin, rise your hips off your heels, soften your elbows, lift up and over to the right. Beautiful. Now up and over to the left. Nice. Now release that connection. Slip your hands in your imaginary back pocket. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Lift your heart and chest up as you retract your shoulders, stretch your neck. Bend at the waist, hands go down, go chin, chest, belly, slither right onto the earth. Point your toes and rise up to cobra. Nature can be a prayer, kindness can be a prayer, performing random acts of kindness. Push up and back, child's pose. Hips to heels. Now from your child's pose, rise up, hands and knees. Go chin, chest, belly. Ashtanga Series C, rise up. Maybe it's up dog, maybe it's cobra. Hips up and back to heels, child's pose. Now I want to do that 2 more times. Inhale, hands and knees, rise up. Exhale, chin, chest, belly, slither right in between your hands, rise up, maybe up dog, maybe cobra. Exhale, hips to heels. And one more time, rise up, hands and knees, chin, chest, belly, slither down. Retract your shoulders, inhale. Performing those random acts of kindness towards others can be seen as a way to express the sacred through your actions. This time, rise back up, hands and knees, left leg stretches back, right arm goes long. Exhale, right elbow to left. Inhale, back to bird dog. Exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, stretch it long, right thumb down to a bent left leg, maybe catching it. No catch, no worries. Release the right hand down. The left heel goes back to the rock, back and forth. Rock back and forth. And then we're going to hold as that left heel draws back. That left heel draws back, stretching that left calf out. And then bring the left knee toward the right. Tuck your toes under this time and find your way right into downward facing dog. Pedaling through your feet a little bit. Go ahead and take a little time to shift your hips right and left. And then take a crisscross walk. Right leg crosses over the left. Left leg over the right. Right over the left. Left over the right. And then when you get to the top of your mat, let your right foot slip over the left. Root down through your feet and rise up to stand. Now a crisscross stand, right hand, left wrist, side bend. Inhale, back up, even look up, left hand, right wrist, up and over to the left. Now stay standing, legs crossed, tee your arms and expand your heart. Now lace your hands behind your back with your legs crossed. Slide your index fingers long and look up. Now release your hands and bring them together. Lift the right leg up for crane. Kick the right leg back. Let your hands go down to frame the left leg to bring you into a low lunge. Let the right knee go to the earth. Hands go to the left femur bone. Push down on the femur bone and then elevate your arms up as you really stretch that right hip flexor. Beautiful. Now tee your arms like goalposts. Lace your hands behind your back. Slide the index fingers long on the inside of the right hamstring. Release that connection. Tuck the right toes under. Pop the right kneecap up. Pyramid pose. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, dive over that front left leg. Now, as you bend the left leg, plant your hands, step the left foot back to join the right to come to down dog, and shift this time into high plank. Now, either lower from high plank or go knees, chin, chest, belly. Point your toes, rise up. Up dog or cobra. Exhale up and back. You've got it. Downward facing dog. Now this time, right leg lifts. Roll open at the hip. Right knee, right tricep. Tap it. Inhale, stretch the right leg long, straight and strong. Right knee, left tricep. Shoot the right foot out. Fall in triangle. Left arm up and overhead. Beautiful. Now as the left hand comes down, bring the right knee to the right wrist, right heel to the top of the left thigh bone. Left knee down. It's a pigeon high lifted pit stop. Offer your arms up. Beautiful. Now, plant your hands. I want you to pull the right knee right in towards your forehead. Step it up into triangle pose. So right leg steps, outer edge of back foot roots down, left arm lifts. Now look down at the right big toe, float up to balance on the right leg as the left inner thigh lifts. Exhale, left knee in towards your nose. Set it next to the right and come all the way up to stand. Breathe in. Tee your arms, breathe out. Lace your hands behind your back, slide them down the back side, retract your shoulders, look up. Release as you bend at the waist, hinge, bend, and fold. Take a halfway lift, step, or float your body back. Move it right on through. Vinyasa, heart lifts, hips dive up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Now, take that walk left side. Left leg crosses over the right. Right leg over the left. Left leg over the right. Get the IT bands activated. Right leg over the left. Now, when you come to the top of the mat, the left leg is going to cross over the right. Root down and then rise up to stand. Keep the knees soft, left hand, right wrist, side bend up and over to the left. Should feel good. Back to the center. Right hand, left wrist up and over to the right. Mindfulness can be a prayer. Paying attention to the present moment, right here, right now. Tee your arms, expand your heart. Now, lace your hands behind your back. Being fully aware of your surroundings can be a way to live in a state of sacredness. Slide your hands down the backside. Shift your gaze up. Now, you're going to neutralize your gaze. Balance on that right foot of yours. Left leg lifts for crane. Bend the right leg, shoot the left leg back behind your body. Frame the right foot. Let the left ball of your foot land on its own track of train. Drop the left knee. There you go. Hands come to the right femur bone. Physically push it down to let your heart lift up, and then sweep your arms out and up. Breathe in. Tee your arms, breathe out. Lace your hands behind your back, slide them down the inside of the back left hamstring, shift your gaze up. Dip your hips down. Now, as you frame the right leg, tuck the left toes under, pop the left kneecap up for pyramid pose. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, dive over that front leg. Breathe out. Now plant your hands. Take the right foot back to the left for down dog. Pop both heels up. Pull your inner thighs in. Round your upper back. Shift into high plank as you uncoil. Lower all the way down to your mat. Scoop your heart through and up. And then send your hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Allow your left leg to lift up. Roll open at the hip. Inner knee, upper left tricep. Inhale, shoot it up and back. Left knee, right tricep. Shoot that left foot of yours out. Fallen star, fallen triangle, right arm up and overhead. Breathe. Now, right hand down, left knee, left wrist, left foot, top of the right thigh bone. Right knee digs in, high pigeon pit stop. Beautiful. Nice. Now, hands to heart center. Tuck the right toes under. Pull the left kneecap in, nice and tight. Go ahead and step the left foot forward for Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Let the right arm lift. Now, looking down at the left big toe, you're going to float the right inner thigh up for standing L shape at the top of the mat. Right knee into your forehead, set your right foot next to your left. This time, come into chair, Utkatasana chair. Reach your arms forward, tailbone back, drop your hips down, lift your legs up high for high boat. Lower down to hover. Exhale, come back up. Now, move it out, move your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Use the power, use the breath. Feel the fire in your belly, breathing in and out. Moving. Let your movement heat your body. Let that heat build that internal flame. Now go ahead and hold up here. Hold up high. Let your feet plant at the width of your hips. Let your hands go back. Thumbs in, pinky fingers out. Reverse tabletop. Now, lower your hips down, straighten your legs out. Let your forearms come down. Pop your heart up for fish pose. Breathe. Now, as you go to rock and roll back and forth, hang on to your shins. Maybe it's your hamstrings. We're going to come all the way to standing when you're ready. Hook your thumbs once you stand on top. Beautiful. Open the heart. Breathe in. Exhale. Hinge, bend, and fold. Breathe out. Take a halfway lift. Step the right foot back. Come to a high lunge this time. Rise up. Breathe in. Beautiful. Open up. Breathe out. Second warrior. Flip the left palm for peace. And then windmill your hands down. Move your body through that vinyasa flow. Emptying your breath out. Popping your hips up and back. Down dog. Right leg's gonna lift. Roll open at the hip. Now you've got the option right now to stay here or flip your dog inside out for wild thing. Now, from your wild thing, come right around, shoot the right foot under for fallen star. Triangle, left arm up and over. You got it. Now, right knee, right wrist, pigeon pip stop. Rise up, breathe in. Oh, nice. Exhale, plant your hands. Pull the right knee in, nice and tight. Step it up, triangle posture. Right foot steps, left arm lifts. Now, left hand to the small of your back. Right foot is planted. You're going to look at your right big toe and float up for half bound, half moon. Right foot forward. Left toes toward the left side of the house. Left hand to the small of your back. Now, maybe you release it for that Chapasana connection. Release that connection. Pull the left knee right into your nose. Set it next to the right and come to Utkatasana, chair pose. Beautiful. Arms forward, tailbone back. Come all the way down. Elevate your legs up. Build that heat. 10 in a row. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. You've got this. Maybe you use your hands. Breathe in and out through your nose. Yes, build that internal fire. Kick it up even a little bit more. You've got this. You are so much stronger than you think. And then hold up once you hit 10. Feet plant, hands go back, thumbs in, pinky fingers out, hips up, hips down, legs straight, forearms down, heart up. Fish pose. Now, back onto your back, grab those hamstrings. This is like a little mini massage. Rock and roll back and forth. All the way to standing when you're ready. Heart opens, top of the house. Left hand, right wrist bend left. Back to the center, right hand, left wrist bend right. Beautiful. Tee your arms right on top. Expand your heart. Lace your hands behind your back, slide them down the backside, look up. Exhale, release it all. Hinge, bend, and fold. Inhale and lengthen. Step your left leg back for that high lunge. Pull your belly in. Rise up, breathe in, stable and steady. Open it into your second warrior. Pretend you're surfing. Get that solid connection on your surfboard. Flip that right palm, reverse. Now, windmill your hands down. Vinyasa flow. Empty your breath out. You could always go knees, chin, chest, belly. You could take the flow right out. All meet back in down dog. Allow your left leg to lift up. Roll open at the hip. Stay or flip. Left foot behind the right for wild thing. Bring it around. Fall your triangle. Weave that left knee right in. Shoot it up and under. And let the right arm lift up. Fall in triangle or shooting star. Pigeon pit stop. Left knee, left wrist. Right knee down. Rise your arms up. Hug your inner thighs in for balance. Beautiful. Plant your hands. Tuck the right toes. Pull the left kneecap in nice and tight. Hips are high. Thigh bone on the left is right in toward your chest. Step the left foot forward. Step it forward. Left foot forward this time. Spin the outside edge of the right foot down. Left hand could stay on your left shin for Utthita Trikonasana. Extended triangle pose with the left foot grounded. Right hand small of your back, possibly top of the left thigh. Look down at the left big toe. Soften the left knee. Float up. Half bound, half moon. Shining from the inside out. You are a living prayer. Maybe release the right hand to the right foot in whatever you do. You get out in nature, it is a prayer. You practice random acts of kindness, it's a prayer. Pull the right knee in. Set it next to the left. Chair pose. Mindfulness is a prayer. Rise up this time to stand. Hook your thumbs. Open your front body. Now, sit back into chair. Tips of your fingers right by your feet. Left hand on your hip. Carry your right leg up. Maybe you hang on to the knee and shin. Maybe you want to go peace fingers, big toes, and kick it out. Left arm lifts. Now, cross the right leg over the left. Standing pigeon posture. There you go. Sweep the right leg back. Bend the left leg. Spirit dive. Step way back. Crescent lunge. Hands at heart center. Wring it out and twist. Right upper arm outside the left front thigh. Up and around, warrior two. Flip that left palm for peace. Windmill your hands down, vinyasa flow. Empty your breath out. Scoop your heart through. Dive your hips up and back, down dog. Walk your feet in 6 inches and bring them together. Pop up your heels, breathe in. Bend your knees, breathe out. Step, hop, float, fly. Feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Come to chair. Whoo, beautiful. Tips of fingers by your feet. Right hand, right hip, carry the left shin up. Maybe it's peace fingers around the left big toe. Right arm lifts. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Cross the left leg over the right. Standing pigeon. Pull the left hip back. It matters not if you come out, just come back in. Doesn't matter how you start, it's how you finish. Sweep the left leg back. Spirit dive. Step back, high crescent lunge, breathe in. Hinge at the waist, breathe out. Wring it out and twist. Left upper arm outside the right front thigh. Up and around, second warrior. Stable, steady. Flip the right palm, reverse. Windmill your hands down, Vinyasa flow. Empty out your breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale back, down dog. Right knee, right wrist. Right heel, top of the left thigh bone. This time, inch down. So we store a lot of emotional stuff in our hips. So see if you can become a living prayer right here and now, seeing the sacred in all things and all things in the sacred. Maybe we're experiencing sacred blessings right in our hips. How do we let go of those things we try to hang on to? A lot of times it's subconscious. We don't even know we're hanging on. Breathe. Now, super slowly, you're going to come up, but you're going to spin onto the right sit bone, sole of the right foot, left inner thigh, just like the beginning where we started. Elevate your arms up, hinge and fold, or slip the left forearm in, right arm up and overhead. See if you notice any difference in your pliability, mobility, flexibility. Right hand down. Rise up onto the right shin, left leg long. Breathe. Now, as you plant the left hand, step the right leg back and shift into pigeon on the left. So left knee, left wrist, left heel, top of the right thigh bone. Sometimes it's kind of like twister. How do we become that living prayer? Seeing the sacred in all things and all things in the sacred. Just maybe shifting our perspective. Everything you do, everything you say, everywhere you go. Make that your living prayer. Out in nature, the sunset, the sunrise, our own breath, our mindfulness, the random acts of kindness that we can activate. The happiest we can ever be is when we access that pathway outside of ourselves. Just forget about you and see what you can do as you get about that gift. Be that living prayer for someone else. Now shift onto the left sit bone, roll on up as the left sole of your foot comes to the right inner thigh. Flex the right foot, lift up, and bow over the right leg. Maybe slipping the left forearm in as the left arm comes up and overhead. Come back, plant the left hand, rise on the left shin. Right arm up and over, letting your hips draw forward. Now sit back down on that left hip. You're going to face the back of your mat, arms out in front. Roll down nice and slow. Palms down, head down, feet down, heels draw in towards your sits bones. Pop your hips up for bridge pose. Lower your hips down. Hug the right knee and shin in. Left leg long. Wrap that twist. See if you notice any difference in your lower back, in the ability of your twisting nature to wring out and breathe into anything not serving you. Shift back onto your back and reverse. Left shin in, right leg long, wrap that hug. Now come back onto your back like we did in the beginning. Plant your feet at the width of your mat. Arms just alongside your body, and just go back to the rinse. Just being very clear that this rinse of your knees, right and left, is a purifying, it's a cleansing posture that takes any remaining tension, any remaining stress in your lower back, anywhere else in your body, in your hips, and just gives you, even the visualization can be a prayer of washing, cleansing, purifying, renewing and restoring your heart, mind, body, and soul. When you're ready, slip into our final posture, Shavasana. So just lay your entire body down. Just give yourself full and complete permission to rest. To really tap into renewal and restoration through this time of just giving yourself that permission to just be, nothing to do, just be. Now, if you can stay right here, 5, 10, 15, even 20 minutes, I invite you to turn the video off and just bask in the bliss. If you're coming with me, just invite yourself. Invite yourself back into your day. Just bringing awareness to your ability to be a living prayer in everything you say, everything you do, everywhere you go. everyone you meet. Make that shift over onto your right side and just pause. And then help yourself back up into your day, pushing down into your forearms and your palms and your hands, and come back to that sweet seat where it all began. Sweep your Surya Hasta sun hands out and up, carrying your gifts, your graces, and your blessings overhead, right up to the heavens. Seal them into your heart. Bow your chin to your chest as you bring your purpose and that living prayer, sacred style of living to securely be sealed right into your heart. Let it bring peace, love, and joy. And as you look up, let's finish off with one Om to Home. Sip your breath in. Home. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.